Good day, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Today is the 30th of October 2017. Tomorrow is Halloween. Just to let you know, the clocks went back about 36 hours ago. It's almost noon on Monday. Hope you all have a nice week. So yeah, the clocks have gone back 1 hour. So if it was 6 o'clock beforehand, 6 p.m, it's now 5 p.m. Just so you don't get caught out and end up an hour early for business meetings. Or an hour late. So today I'd like to talk about friends. What makes a real friend? What do you think are the qualities and consistent patterns and traits of somebody that is worthy to be considered a friend and not a mate or an associate or an accomplice or something along those lines? Personally, I think a friend is somebody who is always nice and tries to make you feel comfortable and happy conversating with them. Somebody who never asks you for a favour more than once regarding effort, money, particularly money, and costly financial things in life, unless they give you back something. There's so many people out there mean mugging. They're going round. So we'll start off with a small question. Can I have a glass of water? Have you got 2p or a penny, or 6p or 10 pence? Have you got a cigarette? Usually like, have you got a light is okay, and people ask that and that's allowed. Then people sort of often ask to borrow tools. Have you got a saw? Have you got a drill I can borrow? And then they won't try and bring it back. Usually the people that ask this, often, especially if they're between like 16 and 45 years old at the oldest, I would say. Usually these people are the people that do drugs or have drink problems and they excessively consume too much of these addictive habits and therefore can't afford to buy their own things to use. Accessories, necessities, tools, and some may consider privileged items to get by in life, to make their lives easier, to succeed, etc. And these are the type of people that usually sell them or try to hold on to them and pretend they've forgotten, usually with selective memories. But yeah, anybody that asks you to borrow some money more than once, usually they've got some kind of problem or issue. They're trying to take the mick out of you and test you and hustle you and rob you off. Some people are okay with this because the pain of their addictions or costs in life exceeds the anxiety, the fear, the unknowing of saying no. But usually the best way to deal with this is to say no from the start with everybody, because everybody has to go about their business, and some people, yes, are richer than others, and some people can do it no problem. But if you're working or you haven't kind of got enough money in the bank to retire, you know, why should you be the one asked with 7-8 billion people on the earth? Can I borrow this? Can I have that? You know, time is money, and you're all in the race of life, the marathon of life. But usually you'll find you can usually work out how good a friend somebody is by how relaxed they are and how kind, nice, worded and mannered they are with their mannerisms, and they're willing to listen and talk to you and give you good advice without putting you down. Anybody that's got anything negative to say to anybody, usually they've got issues and they're trying to push you away or make you feel more uncomfortable. Some people try to do this on a professional level to bring people down, to make them feel so low that they don't even care about life or their personal possessions or money, and then they try to extract that from them. There's many forms of different psychological bullying that go on to all ages, but it really is best enough to not get involved and go to social scenes. Well, social scenes like clubs where there are lots of people are okay, but I've really been put off pubs, public houses with drinking licenses, open bars, small areas lately, because you get the regulars in there in the small towns unless it's a big city with lots of business and lots of different people having a good time dancing or whatever and celebrating, having fun. That is okay, I find, but if you sort of go into towns now, to the local pubs, you get a lot more attitude. You get the regulars in there that think it's their pub and they own the pub and their rules go, and they think they can ask you for drinks, this and that, and they're the type of people usually that are caught up doing drugs, and if they sense psychological weakness or barrier which is ever let down for kindness, they consider that to be weakness often, and they try to act upon that belief and instinct in their body to see basically what they can get out of people. So I'm sorry to say this, that the English pub culture is really dying in local towns. All people seem to do is go there to drink, get drunk out of their face, to do drugs, for an adrenaline rush, to have a fight, to waste their money, and there's unhappy and happy people, and then there's lots of big egos and people that can't swallow their pride and just chill and have a good time. Or there's people flexing and mouthing off, thinking that there's something that they're not, like borderline delusional with mental health issues, and I'm sorry for them, but this seems to be the case with dozens of pubs all across so many different counties in the UK. Even cameras don't seem to resolve this in pubs now. I don't know if this seems to be since the smoking ban in the UK in public, but it's just an introspective look and opinion into how I see things. I try to remain unbiased and not let emotions or anything influence my opinion, to balance the scales of justice either way. But yeah, that's regarding friends and friendship, and just a look into leading a happy, free social life where you remain entitled to your human rights as a human being. And I hope some of this opinion and advice kind of rings true with some, and some people can agree with me on some things in the chat column. Please have your say on what you think makes a true friend, what true qualities are. The problem is, with friends, time is money. So even when they're listening to you, they're probably thinking in the back of their head, unless they've got millions, this person's taking up my time, he's looking for attention, he's emotional, he's weak, etc, etc, etc. So be careful how and who you choose to become friends with, hang with, and socialise with. And yes, there are many different things that makes a friend, I think somebody that's there for you through thick and thin, that's always got your back without having their mouth open about having your back, that is just nice to you and never says anything to make you feel horrible or down, or says negative, horrible things to you, and is polite to you if they've got their opinion on how your behaviour is going to have a positive or negative effect impacting your life. There's many different things people like and dislike in the way people are and how they act, but at the end of the day, it's best to go with your heart and your head and your instincts on summing up people. But so many people are fake. They start off the nicest people you'll ever meet. They sort of almost like from offering to insisting that you have a drink on them, for example, and then they'll be like, right, you owe me a drink, you owe me another drink, you owe me another drink, and it's best not to take anything off anybody, and then you owe nobody nothing. I'm different personally. If I give somebody something, it's because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like a nice person that's done a good deed. Doesn't mean I want to give them anything more, or I'm a weak, necessarily, or I'm a weak, soft, needy, emotional person that's trying to buy their friends. I know so many people that have given me something, and then I've been so amazed, like, thank you so much, and try not to take it, and they've insisted, and then I've given them back more, and then they've been like, they've called me so many different horrible names and said, like, and slang names and stuff, and then they've made out that I'm trying to buy their friendship. Yet once they started taking stuff, they tried to just take more and more. It's almost like their anxiety's playing with them, that they're scared of being rejected, and they're just testing the ground, the waters, to see where they stand, really. But it's a very hard subject for some people to talk about and deal with, and I think if people are being bullied, it's best not to turn to violence, though 99% of the time bullies can be, well, they can be put in their place and dealt with that way. And usually they will stop in their tracks, but sometimes you'll meet the wrong person and it could get seriously out of hand and somebody could get seriously injured or worse. But it's usually best just to move away from these type of people, start afresh and keep yourself to yourself. But any issues you have, please conversate with each other in a friendly manner in the chat column and be nice. Peace is the only way we'll ever truly be free and happy. I'm sorry if you think different. Please like, share, subscribe and comment for more videos. Have a nice day. Peace. Sending good karma to all.